Hello and welcome to episode 370 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronell, Harv, and Knoop. On this episode, we recap the PGA Championship where Scottie Scheffler won his third career major. Finally, a non-Masters championship for him.
In runaway.
Fresh off the early heels of people thinking maybe he's going to have an off year.
Washed,
yeah. So that cold takes exposed. We're going to talk about that among many other things to do with the PGA Championship. But before we do, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your order. We're 1 week closer to the Elkridge Match Play Tournament that we love so dearly. We're only 3 weeks away. So very excited for that. We all got some fresh duds on from this year's order. Some hoodies. I saw the sneak peek this past week. Some of the hats and shirts are going to be coming out soon. So stay tuned to that and get that promo code ready. We're also members of the Callaway family. The Mini Driver has arrived.
Oh.
So I got the Mini Driver, but I haven't played in 2 weeks. So maybe I'll get to play this week, but the weather's so shit. We're actually taping this on Monday afternoon, the holiday Monday afternoon, because we were all going to play this afternoon, and it's 6 degrees and raining. So pretty tough to play, so we made the bold decision to tape this and save ourselves an evening. So thanks to you gentlemen for
what
making
the
that
hell
happen.
am I going to do tonight now?
Yeah, I don't know. Monday night.
Go to bed early with the wife, maybe. There you go.
Again? Twice in 1 month?
Yes. So so maybe we got a little pep in our step here for the pod, knowing what might come from this free Monday evening that we all have in front of us. Thanks to Callaway. I can't wait to get the Mini Driver in play and hopefully get to play
And
here.
thanks to Duff for the gloves and balls too. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I was starting to get pretty low.
Yeah.
So.
Mine was just like fingertips.
Oh yeah,
the
well,
last glove I had.
I think I hold on to mine way longer than you guys. I think I've got like 6 gloves left.
Oh no!
Okay, so give those 3 back, and
I know,
Matty
will
will
not
take
be
them.
with his
that,
tiny
but-
hands, it won't even fit you.
I just bought a Callaway glove too, so
Yeah.
I got 4.
Well, it's I don't go through them very quickly, but I'm on my last of the 3 from last year, and it's worn in the thumb. Like thumb is where it kills. Yeah, for me.
Well,
So.
for me, like I had so many, and then I was just like, well, we'll get more next year. So then I just started going through them. So none of them are actually bad, but
Are they all still in your bag?
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's like you just find the
the
one that
least
you
old one.
gave up
And they
the
get
earliest,
crusty and yeah.
Yeah. So
it is nice to have new ones, though.
yeah, thanks to Duff for that. Good time to recap. Just as I'm thinking about it here, there are still some upcoming fitting days coming up. So today is the 19th. You're listening to this maybe on the 20th. May 22nd coming up here at Saskatchewan Golf and Country Club. 23rd at Royal. 25th at Legends. 23rd at Legends as well. 24th at Dunes. And 25th at North Battleford Golf and Country Club.
Nice.
So if you're in any of those areas and you're still looking to get fit, now's the time. We're also members of the proud drinkers of the Churchill Brewing Company's beverages. It's a cold day, so Bronell and I are having some Britisher brown ales today. This cold
Warm me
afternoon.
up, eh?
Just one afternoon beer.
Yeah. I had coffee as well.
I had a Radler this week.
Ooh.
They started canning the Radler.
Yes, when we went on our tour there, they were talking about that coming out. So
It's good. It's delicious. Cans are
Churchill
really cool.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought you were randomly
Oh,
bringing
no.
up that you had a
No,
Radler.
Another Radler.
Churchill Radler.
I
Yeah.
bet you that is good.
It is.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. Probably, I would assume it's the blonde. Or is it entirely, isn't it like blonde with like some notes of
no
grapefruit?
idea.
Or I wonder
Great
if it's
question.
a whole nother brew line. Anyway, I can't wait to try it out.
It didn't count for a drink though because it was only 3%. So.
What?
2.5.
That counts.
If you had
2
2,
points.
I'd give you that only counts as 1.
Well, yeah, I know you.
But
would,
if you
'cause I've
had
seen your
1, that's
count.
1.
One is
I've
1,
seen
2
how
is
you
1.
count.
Yeah.
One is
Exactly.
1, 2 is 1.
You get a free one if you have a 2.
Just like you had only 3 drinks, but they were
It's
schooners.
just it's just like tall boys too, right? One tall boy is 2, but 2 tall boys is 3.
That's right.
It's been that way since the dawn
And
of
2
time.
schooners of paralyzers only like 4 because Kahlua doesn't really count.
We'll see when we get to your booze count.
Did they just leave the 4 liter of milk on your table, or?
You should have seen them. Oh man.
Yeah, they got a little liberal with the milk in yours.
And like 7 people at the table were drinking them. So it was just like all the milk.
We'll get to that in your week here right away. Last but not least, we're proud members of the Mecklenburg Financial Group family. As I've mentioned many times before, if you're looking for financial advice, whether it be in insurance, investments, group benefits, you name it, they do it. So reach out to Rich and the boys at Mecklenburg, mfglimited.com, and see what they do, and reach out if you're in need. Okay, let's get into weeks. Who
Quickly
wants to
breeze
go
through here.
I
first?
can go. I'll go super quick. Bit of golf this week. Got to play with Harv quite a
bit.
bit. Took the kids out. The kids are really wanting to play again. Like it's been great. Tucker's we got him some new clubs this week. He's been growing so much we had to get him some new ones. So he's actually been in the garage like wanting to play. It's been very weird.
When they get new stuff, they're always into it.
Yeah, and he's been going. A couple of his friends got memberships at the Hillcrest, so they're all going now. And it's nice that I don't have to go with them. He can go and
That's
fuck
the
around on
best.
the golf
That
course.
would be the
and-
best.
The
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah, and
Talk
then
about a
Finn
break.
is
Don't have
just
to
wanted
yell at
go.
him for being on screens. You know he's
Exactly.
there for 4
Yeah.
hours.
Wow.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's only been playing 9 because
Oh, but
it's
still
a
2
long
hours.
walk. Too long of a walk. I'm like, man, that's pretty sad. You can't walk 18 holes. But
That
that's
is
a whole
sad,
nother
yeah.
story.
Yep.
And then I actually got to watch a decent amount of golf this week. My I guess sister-in-law and brother-in-law and their kids came down this weekend, so I got to hang out with them. Played a little bit of golf on Saturday afternoon in the breezy conditions. But
It
that's
died
kind of-
right down when you got out there.
It did not.
Yes, it did.
You think it did, just because you love
Compared
talk
to
about
when
that,
we were
but
there,
yes.
it was dead.
And that was really it. Actually, a birthday party Friday night. We went out to Honey Pot Distillery.
Yeah, nice, nice.
Had a meal out there, and yeah, it was
Did you see my
alright.
wife? Oh no, she was there Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool little spot. They got lots of nice things
Amenities.
out there,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Never heard of it.
Good food.
It's all right.
I haven't.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Where is it?
Exactly.
West.
It's like Karen.
yeah.
Oh,
South of Karen, no, isn't it?
Sure.
West of
Yeah,
town, right on Caribou.
Okay.
oh.
So I ended up having 16 drinks this week. Gets
Wow.
me to 126.
Harvey
Wow.
goes 0 again.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll go
That's big.
next.
That's big.
Yeah. Didn't play a single round of golf this past week. Just landscaping business is firing up and just trying to get everything in order so I don't have to do as much. Trying to go hard for May and June a little bit here so that July and August, when the kids and wife get out of school and I'm almost also out, I can play a little bit more and maybe do some family stuff. So just trying to wrap up that. And then, like I mentioned it, balls nonstop, basketball. But the kids had their year-end basketball tournament this week, and my daughter had her house ball tournament as well. So Friday was both were playing at 4, and then another game at 7. So there's Friday night gone. Saturday, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m. There's that one. Then we finished as the 1 seed in the tournament. The basketball teams weren't doing very good, but they still play a guaranteed 3 games. So they're going to both play Sunday. And then for some reason, this tournament decided to do quarters, semis, and finals all back to back to back on
Yeesh.
Sunday rather than just taking. There's 5 pools, so that's why they did it. They couldn't just take the top team out of every pool because then they have 5 and
It's a
give
big
one a
tournament.
bye. But yeah, there's 22 teams. We finished as the 1 seed, and then sure enough on Sunday morning, it is 4 degrees, wind chill of like -1, and we play at 10 a.m. The girls were the most cold. I've played in some cold weather before. It sure felt like the coldest ever to play ball. But we ended up winning an extra
With
inning.
that
so we
wind, too,
Yeah,
right?
that wind.
Yeah.
So win that game in extra innings. So we played a little bit longer than we should. So there's cold. Then we have to go right into. We had a 10-minute. We literally had 10 minutes to walk to the other diamond because it's all in a complex. Walk over there, immediately start, win that game quickly. So give ourselves a 20-minute break heading into the final, and then ended up winning the whole tournament. Played really well, but yeah, a triple header with 10 minutes and 20 minutes in between the two.
Yikes.
In 60K gusts.
Yeah, and cold, and it was just, it was frigid, but ended up winning the tournament, and then to celebrate, we got to go to the final basketball game. So, and we had my son had a basketball game at 8 o'clock that morning. So
Jeez.
8 to 8. I left my house at 7:30, got home at 8 o'clock, and just cold. Didn't get a shower till later in the day, but we won. And so no golf for me this weekend. I did have just 9. 9 drinks this week, so I'm across the 300 mark. I'm at 305. And because it was cold and busy, I only walked 32 kilometers this week. So I'm down. But we get our new dog this upcoming weekend, so I can't take it on walks just quite yet.
Not long ones, anyways. No,
Yeah.
but
So, but I did. 32 is 11 drinks. Round up a little bit. I got the rounding in there. So I'm at 261, 784 kilometers, 261 drinks, and I'm at 305. So I'm catching up.
Getting closer.
Like I'm
Yeah.
40 down, and at the worst, I think I was like 80 some down. So I've peeled back 40 drinks since
So, like-
late March.
And then
I think.
Elkridge
After,
comes.
I was gonna say after the 10 drinks or 12 drinks at Elkridge every day, are you gonna walk in the evenings?
I
or?
might walk the round. Maybe I'll walk the round. That
Yeah.
counts.
Yeah, that's a good
I thought you
idea.
said
Actually,
it didn't count.
I mean, I'm saying it
No.
out loud.
Gotta count.
we said the rounds.
We
do
said
count.
walking rounds
Yeah.
counts.
Yeah.
Now,
There's
I'm-
no way,
You're
there's
wrong.
no
You're
way
not.
you do it. There's no way.
I would love to see you with your partner, and you're just like, I'm gonna walk this one, and see what he does. But
well, it's scramble match play. The other team, if we're
yeah.
if we're Rich can hit it far, so if he hits it further than them, and we know they have to play first, I'll probably walk off the tee to our ball. He's got to gun it. He's got to get it. Just give me a club when I
Yep.
get up there.
I mean, on paper, yeah, it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, it didn't
now.
happen.
Yeah.
But I also have 3 weeks to get there. So if I can peel back, another 15 drinks, let's say, before then, I got a little wiggle room.
Got a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So who else is going?
Go ahead, Arv.
Okay, I'll go. Canute kind of brushed over this, but we did golf a little, and I actually beat him twice.
Oh fuck! Yeah, I forgot to talk
Like in
about that.
actual score.
Well, no, beat him once in actual score straight up and our match, and then the second day beat him in our match that we do. So
Yeah,
Wow.
that's really good to hear.
We know that the strokes are too many, so
Yeah.
we will adjust.
well,
but
you
we'll go
no,
from there.
you said if I didn't make that putt, we would have tied that match.
Yeah, but you did.
So
made
what,
the
you're going to
putt.
adjust it by half a stroke?
No, probably go down 2 strokes.
Whatever.
Probably go to 4.
Well,
But
the
yeah.
moral of the story is Harv's playing well right now.
Yeah, straight off the tee.
The
It's-
straight up round, I did shoot 1 under, so that was big.
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
good.
shot
Over here.
under par at the Hillcrest before.
Same here.
You've never been under par?
No, I've been even a bunch of times. Well, a few times,
So normally we
but never
would,
under par at the Hillcrest.
Oh, you never mentioned that.
Yeah,
I thought
normally
you would've
career
been under.
rounds get filmed, but it was Canute and Harv playing together,
Yeah.
so we know nothing's getting filmed.
I didn't want to say anything. I told him when I made the putt on 18,
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's 1 under.
He didn't say it was.
And that's my career low here. Yeah.
Wow. Good for you.
That
It
happened.
is- It is super impressive. I know you guys. We played that first round of the year. Have you played with him since?
Well, I played with him once,
No,
and he
I
was
don't think I
dead
have.
straight off the tee, but just had
It
some
is-
chipping yips.
Well, he's figured out the chipping.
Oh yeah, we played
It's-
together this. Oh no,
it's
just that one
fantastic.
time.
I think it
watch.
has just been that one
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
It is just.
I mean,
gorgeous,
all the
gorgeous to
credit in the
watch.
world to G-Max, so
He wasn't good the
Go
one
get
round
le-
I played with him.
He was fine. That round, that first round of the year.
No, it must have been the second one then.
the one we played that Sunday, yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither of
Also
us were good.
twice.
Wasn't
Yeah.
great. But that's still when I had the chipping problems.
Right.
But
They're gone.
so yeah, all the credit in the world to GMAC. If you're thinking of lessons, I would go see him. He did a miracle work with me. So who knows? What else did I do this week? Oh, I went to the cabin obviously for the long weekend. They have a new mini golf course up there, right in Christopher Lake. So it's actually they did a good job. Other than the fact it's just in a gravel parking lot. As soon as you get over that and the chain link fence surrounding it,
Yeah, you
It's
just
really nice.
mind over matter, really.
yeah, the holes are nice, but so did that, and then I'm gonna bring this up because it's too funny. But so my son and my dad were playing catch yesterday. Yeah, yesterday morning before we came home, and like he's throwing him pot flies so he can catch them. And he's catching them, and then my son throws my dad a pot fly,
No.
and it's way over his head, and he tries to like jump and catch it like cross body because anyways he's left-handed, so he tries to go to his left, catch it cross body, goes over his glove, turns around and's like falling, and he's like trying to save it as he's falling, but it's right where the grass starts to like slope away from him, and it's like 3 steps, and then he just eats it on
Oh
the
no.
ground. And I'm trying my hardest not to laugh because all I could think of is that got old man golfing on that platform and then falling back into the water because it was like exactly that, just slow motion of him fall. And then he kind of hurt his shoulder, so I felt bad. But But it was something to see. If I would have had it on video, like it would have went viral for sure.
Yeah. Was there sound effects too?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Was he making sounds?
Some swears, some groaning.
Did it end with oh?
Yeah, that's when I knew I should probably check on him. But yeah. So other than that, had 0 drinks, so I'm at 114 on the year still. Yeah.
So you're now back into fourth.
Back
or
into
first,
fourth.
depending how you look at it.
You just got to beat me by 12 at Elk. It's easy.
Might not drink it all.
What's
Okay.
your number, Matt?
306.
Oh yeah, you're way up there.
304, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's hear yours.
Not much this week. I mean, the weather was good in a sense, so we got a bit of a break from baseball.
Yeah.
Couple events canceled. Anyways, I think tonight's going to be canceled. If it's not, then it's going to be one miserable evening. But
Yeah, it's a usual Monday for you anyway.
yeah, that's true. Got out for one round of golf. Did go early, warmed up a little bit, hit some balls into the net, which is stupid. I only hit 7 irons, but still felt a little better doing that. So I think I have to do that every time now.
All you need to do is hit 4 or 5.
And
like, just
putt.
yeah.
Got a putt.
Just to
Just to
feel the
loosen
contact.
up a little
yeah.
bit.
Yeah,
and you're
because
like,
putting
okay.
is where I need to like warm up. As weird as that sounds,
No, that
It
makes
does
sense
sound
to me.
weird.
I get it. I
like
get
my
what you're
hands
saying.
just don't go straight if I don't hit a bunch like
Yep.
maybe 10 putts beforehand.
That's fair.
So ended up playing okay. I had a 3-hole stretch where I kind of forgot how to golf, but back nine was good. So
Yeah, and then
sort of back.
nice.
Sort of back. Plus, I had a kid there. You got a kid
Oh,
there.
yeah.
It's always
Take 5
2 or
off.
3
5
work,
off, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Worse. So.
And staff outing.
Oh yeah, I mean, got guy that worked for Saskatchewan for 35 years, I think, retired.
That's
so
a shift.
had a big turnout. Like there's like 40 people there at
Nice.
Bugsy's, and like people were coming in, and we had every table reserved, and they're just like, "Are these reserved?" Yes.
So does
There's
the
a sign
company
on.
pay for that, or did you get
They paid for 1 appetizer each and a pop each.
a pop?
I know.
That's pretty
Well, you
good.
can't be buying.
It's
You can't be
it's
buying
government,
employees
man.
booze. Yeah,
That's more than I'd guess.
Yeah. So
liability.
I got
purposes.
nachos, so I just filled right up.
Not even a half.
And then-
a
It's on
full.
the appetizer
3
list.
schooners and 2 giant paralyzers, and they were flowing like. Friend of the pod, Mick, had probably like 6 of those paralyzers.
All the milk.
Oh my god!
That's-
The one was as white as that paper over there. Like it was just
Pure
no
milk.
Coke. I don't even think there was booze in it. It was just milk. Because the booze would make
Schooner.
it darker too, right?
Yeah. Schooner of milk
On ice.
on ice.
Were they fish bowls?
It was just the big schooner glasses.
Oh my!
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Oy.
Then we played music bingo. I got screwed there, but unlucky.
And how many drinks did you have?
I had one more thing I wanted to bring up, but I can't remember. Oh, you're right. Oh yeah, the Toronto Maple Leafs are out.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, we
nice-
should have led with that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a great day.
Tough.
It's a
eh?
great day, but also I think Florida is my second most hated team in the entire playoffs.
Why?
Because
Just
I am.
Marchand?
Just everything. You, Marchand, Bennett,
I don't say anything.
Kachuk.
What do you mean me? I haven't said a word about it.
You're just the most fair weather fan. Like you don't even care. But then when they
You didn't
win, you're
know
like,
that they were in
oh
the
yeah,
playoffs."
I've been.
Yeah.
You're buying jerseys when the season ends. That's the kind of guy.
How
You
many
know, wear your
have
Van
one- how
Beesbrook
many have
jersey
one
again, or
jersey?
whatever it was.
Yeah, who's on?
Stephen White.
Weiss.
Oh,
Stephen Weiss. Number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy!
So just it's a Bennett jersey now.
Yeah. So now there's Edmonton, Dallas, Carolina, and Florida. Just 3
so
no one's
southern
watching
U.S.
the
teams.
East. Edmonton, obviously.
I think I'm sure for Carolina.
No one is watching that Eastern Conference final.
Yeah, I kind of want.
I want Dallas to win.
I do
I
too,
the
actually.
West. I want the West to win. For
Well,
sure.
I don't mean you want one team in
one
the West to win.
Yeah, sure. But
Well, the
if
other
Dallas,
one's out.
if
The
Dallas
other
beats the
team's out.
Oilers, no one, you can't not cheer for Dallas.
You sure can.
Oh my god.
I don't think that.
I mean, no one's
Dallas
cheering for
Oilers
Florida.
series is going to be close. It's going to be a 5 games, one way or
One
the
way or
other.
the
I'm
other,
just
yeah.
not sure which way.
Well, last
Okay,
year
well,
went to
which
6.
way?
I don't know which way. I'm
Take-
hoping Dallas.
Take a step. Okay. I hope you're right.
But
Anyways,
right.
Churchill boost count, I ended up with 17 again, so back-to-back 17s, so 241 and 138.
I'm still 60 ahead of you.
Yeah,
that's
wow.
surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's putting up some numbers lately.
But
we
I
had
had
those
remember I had a
three-
pile of
You
singles
had a
before
month
that.
of like
Yeah,
6.
that's true.
Yeah.
All right,
Mm.
good weekend. You know who else had a good weekend?
Scott.
Scottie Scheffler. Yep.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Joaquin Neiman. He
No,
finally
no.
did it.
Talk about getting a
Top
monkey
20
off
in a
your back.
major.
Scottie
Yeah,
Scheffler.
Scottie Scheffler, third career major, finally a non-Masters major. Get that monkey off the back, and for those that thought he was maybe like Phil and some others for sure, not quite a Scottie season, but now it is like he put on a display.
I mean, what a turnaround from him being that mudball bitch on day one.
Well, the funny thing is
Him
he's
and
like,
Xander, weren't they?
Yeah.
it almost felt like an excuse. Well, it was an excuse, but then he said, "I'm happy to shoot what I shot with all of that going on," and you couldn't tell if that was an excuse or
Yeah.
If he thinks he's playing that bad and he still was it 2 under,
2 under the first day.
2 under on the
yeah.
first day, and it's like he felt he played his worst possible round and he was 2 under. Like, is that an excuse or is that a problem? And turned out to be a problem.
He still wasn't hitting it good on Sunday even.
Yeah, he really struggled on the front nine.
He pulled
Right?
every
Lots of
shot.
pulls
Yeah.
and-
Every iron, every drive was pulled.
But like, how are you that good that your mistakes just don't compound to the point that you lose a tournament in a bad 4 or 5 hole stretch?
Yeah.
He's just that good.
Well, you
I
got
mean,
a
that's
break
what-
on 2, and
That's what we saw with Peak Tiger, right? Didn't have his best, and he would still shoot 2, 3 under. Oh, nice. Goal.
Keep yourself in it.
Yeah, and
yeah.
wouldn't shoot himself out. Like,
Peak
we
Tiger
saw
would have never
Rory-
let Rahm tie that, but
well, fair. Like Rory and Xander, right? The first 2 days, just they didn't have it, and then ended up shooting over par. Kind of snuck in on late Friday to make the cut, but
Mhm.
yeah, Scottie just grinds it out, and gives himself a chance into the weekend and goes.
Maybe he
Takes it
just
away.
had to get away from those two and their
Yeah.
bad attitude.
Could
Yeah,
be.
well, and that's the really good thing. Like, anytime you're coaching kids and stuff like that, or any sport, like an athlete, I think we actually talked about this not too long ago. Like the percentage of mental of golf,
Mhm.
last
how much
pod, I
last
believe.
pot,
Yeah.
and how much it's between your ears. And I think he's winning. He's obviously unbelievable, but I think he's winning some of these tournaments between his ears.
Yeah.
Like
You're
he's
right.
literally saying, I am happy with 2 under on Thursday with all the shit I had to deal with. And then it's just like back to the Peak Tiger thing, it's like he might just have the mental edge over everyone else.
just-
And
Yeah.
even as a spectator, when he's in the top 10 on Saturday, it's like he's winning this tournament.
Yeah.
Like you look at the leaderboard, it's like none of these guys have what he has if he puts it together. And I think deep down, some of them think that too. Just like Rory.
Yep.
If Rory's playing well, seems to have that mental edge, but he just doesn't have the same, like, I don't know, killer instinct, if it is, right?
Well,
It's
when Rahm ended up coming back and tying that thing, Scheffler was on, I can't remember what green. He looked over at the scoreboard, saw the tie, and had like a 10, 12-footer for birdie and just dead in the heart.
think
Well,
that
I
was on-
feel
that was on
like-
10.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it seems like he just
Needs
can
to
turn
push,
it on
yeah.
whenever he wants to turn it on.
And I was gonna bring this up. 'cause
Whereas
I
some
got
of those other
thinking about
guys,
it.
I don't know if they can to that degree. Like Rory, if he's got his A game and Scottie's got his A game, it might be pretty close. But
I
Yeah.
think Scottie. If
If-
they're
if-
both
if-
on, I think Scottie's got him
yes,
at the moment,
probably.
and has had him for a while.
And Scottie's B game also beats most of those guys' A
Yeah.
game,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Because his B game,
His C
is-
game, he's still finishing top 25,
yeah, but
right?
that's where I think the mental part comes. Is his B game mixed with his A plus mental game just makes him that much better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like as much as this was any 1 by 5 or whatever, but I think like Sunday morning they had like a plan and they over planned it. Like and then he was just
Him and his
pulling
caddy?
everything. Yeah, like they had a plan. He was up 3, like just go
Yeah.
out and do this, hit this shot, and then once Rahm got back into it, he was like, "Well, I'm just gonna do me,"
Yeah.
and he ran away with it.
Yeah.
But I feel that's what I was gonna bring up. Like, how much do you think they are planning to the shot in a major?
That's a good question. I don't know. Like they would absolutely be or Ted would be watching in the morning, right? Watching some of the coverage, seeing where some guys are hitting it, but I mean, those guys are also so good that they can put it for the most part.
the
where they
fact
would
that he
like.
can make that adjustment mid-round, too, is
Yeah.
insane.
And probably one of the biggest takeaways of this tournament, because I watched a lot of it for a change, it felt like a lot of guys were hitting errant shots. Like
Yeah.
missing
Yeah.
greens, like not in like just like in the middle of the fairway and stuff.
Like
Oh, yeah.
like on one.
First hole
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah.
The last two groups, everybody was in the bunker.
Yeah.
Like, that
It's
just
very
seemed
around the
odd. What else about Scottie
Well,
here?
I think just from a tournament perspective, you're as a person that looks at just the final score. Say you don't watch the final round, you see wins by 5.
Oh, it wasn't that.
It
It wasn't
was
that
not
far.
anywhere near that type of result.
No.
Because Rahm had to go for it at the end and ended up making some big numbers, and
Yeah, but you're
just
just
kind
like
of is what it is,
you
right?
see, Scottie ran away with another one. He was far from running away.
It was tied when Rahm was putting on 13, and he had that 20, 30-foot kind of side hiller, and it lipped out.
Yeah.
And that would have been, I mean, I think he probably makes birdie on at least one of 14 or 15 if he takes the lead there,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
right? And then Scottie
Likely.
sees that, starts making some
Maybe.
birdies,
Yeah.
sees he makes those 2 pars. I mean, I said that he should have chipped. He probably agreed that it
On
he should have
14?
chipped.
No, he absolutely should not.
No,
have
on
chipped.
15.
Oh,
14,
yeah.
he was in the bunker and didn't get up and down.
Would
He hit in
15
the
the
bunker
one
off the tee.
behind
He had
the
a
green?
bad break. It landed right on the front
Yeah.
and just kicked right,
But did
even
you
though
s-
it was drawing.
It was a 4-iron that was 60 feet in the air.
no,
Like,
no,
there was no way
14
that was,
off the tee. It hit the green with a draw, and it
Oh,
kicked
yes.
right into the bunker.
Yes. Yeah.
And he didn't get up and down there.
The
So
driver
that's
hole, yeah.
probably
Yeah, a little bit of a bad break, but he
Mhm.
hit a really good shot.
no. And the fact, yeah, he hit a great 4-iron on
Yeah.
15 too,
Yeah.
and a great tee shot.
Yeah.
So he hit 3 really good long shots in a row and made no birdies on those 2
Yeah, that's
birdie
tough.
holes.
Mm-hmm.
Cost
I'll,
him.
I'll tell you what, I am already sick of the 1 year ago he was a felon and now he's a major
Oh my
championship
God.
winner. And it's like the system works or whatever. I'm just like, I hate that. I hate it so much. And everybody, like, when he was wearing orange or whatever, they're like, throw back to the jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Like, just who cares? It was all a misunderstanding then.
If he was
It was-
actually jailed for something like
Yeah.
something
We'll
legit,
get to Cabrera. But like
Legit.
it's pissing me off.
Yeah.
And the weirdest thing is that he wears wired headphones. Did you guys see that picture
Yeah. I
of
didn't
him
understand
practicing?
I'm a big wired guy.
Oh, me too, but like seems weird when everyone else
Mhm.
isn't on the PGA Tour. Who else do we want to talk about here?
What did they
Well-
say? So Scottie was first one to have 3 majors and 15 victories before the age of 29. The other 2 being Jack and Tiger. So
his
I mean,
last 4 years
pretty
have
elusive.
been quite outstanding.
I'm still not sold. He's 28.
Yeah.
And his
Yeah.
wife doesn't look young either. Like that's the thing. They both look
The long con for both of them.
older than they are.
Is he?
Nothing against what she looks like, but she just doesn't look
Yes.
28.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fair. Is he a Hall of Famer already? Then we talked about
Well,
victories and majors. Like,
we were saying that
Likely,
JT wasn't, or it was close, or that he was, maybe. We looked at his resume.
yeah, like it's 15
I
and
think
3 is close.
I think 3's for sure.
Well,
yeah,
2 players, right? 2 or 1? 2.
Two back
Two.
to back
And Olympics.
and
And
Olympics.
so
He's
I-
100% a Hall of
100%
Famer.
right now.
Famer.
If he got in a car accident tomorrow, he is a Hall of Famer. I
yeah,
think.
that's
Like it just
crazy when
feel-
you're 29 and you're in the Hall of Fame.
For me, that third major is like a tipping point for me.
Yeah.
Like lots of people have two.
certainly
Yes.
if the other
Bubba
if you're
has
on-
2.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's
certainly
exactly what I was
that-
thinking.
Well, and that's
And the
exactly
same
what-
2 that Scottie had.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right?
Is
Yeah.
it's significantly more notable when it's the same major.
Yeah.
So like Bubba,
Even though it's the Masters, but
Masters,
still.
sure, it's
yeah.
the same one. Now he's got that third that isn't that same one, changes everything,
Yeah, I agree.
and probably opens the door for more. Just
The-
like even if you have that little thing in the back of your head of, I don't have anything other than a Masters, like it probably is in Bubba's head. I've only won the Masters. Now Scottie's got PGA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last
Like,
6
You're right.
last 6 majors are Scottie times 2, Xander times 2, Rory and Bryson.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
The best are
The best 4 for
showing
sure.
up. Yeah.
Contrary to your point of people obviously dogging the leaderboard early, and your comment was it's like people don't want any more first-time major champions.
Golf
It's
Twitter
sad.
doesn't.
Golf Twitter does not want that.
That's the best
they don't
part about the
deserve it.
PGA. I wouldn't want it at the Masters. It wouldn't happen at the U.S. Open. 'cause
Like
it's
it
a
was dumb
tough
when
test.
Schwartzel won the Masters. It was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Nobody
But the-
wanted that.
But the PGA, like
The PGA
Keegan
is the
Bradley,
perfect-
Jason Duffner,
Jason Day,
Rich
Jimmy
Beam.
Walker, like
Sean McKeel.
yeah,
Yeah,
those,
Beam and McKeel are there,
Yeah.
and Michael Campbell, right?
Wai
Those are all
Yang, yeah.
PGAs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Campbell's U.S. Open. But
But that was all
Right.
when the PGA was much easier to play, right? They notched it up a little bit in difficulty the last
Yeah.
for
10
sure they are.
years. But
I mean, might as well talk about the course. Like people hated this thing.
Hated it.
They hated the course more than the setup, I think. While the golf elitists or the,
Well, I think it's because it's played
like
every
the no
year.
laying
PGA
ups
PGA
of the
Tour
world.
Media. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I had no like that one tweet was perfect. Like if they didn't play this course every year, every single person would be in love with
Yeah.
this week and how it was set up.
Exactly.
And I think in my mind, I don't care what course they're even playing it on. You're playing for a specific thing, and it's set up the way that they wanted it to be set up. Doesn't matter even where it is. It can be, you could play all three majors other than the Masters at the same course. PGA and U.S. Open at the same course. And it wouldn't matter because it's still you're playing for that title.
And
That's the way I
I
look at
think
it.
the people who set it up were probably quite happy with how it played out. I mean,
Yeah,
the
it looks
final
phenomenal.
score.
Yeah. One guy made double digits, and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
16
pretty
to
good.
18 was very difficult.
And like the PGA
Right.
isn't supposed to be played over par. Like,
Yeah.
with
No.
all those club professionals in there, you can't have that.
14 and 15 were the scoreable holes, and if you didn't score on them, like John Rahm didn't, you weren't going to do well in the back nine.
Mm-hmm.
we did talk last week about going to more kind of Midwest or Northeast, courses, right? More of that. I think coming into this week, after getting to watch a whole bunch of the actual golf this week, it would be nice for them to move it to places that we don't get to see all the time, right? And that was a lot of the argument that you
It's
saw
in
online
like
this week.
Philadelphia next year.
Yeah, like it would be awesome to go to a new course and not, we got to move the actual tournament that we have at this golf course
Yeah.
because we're going to do a major here. Well, we get to see it all the time.
Pick a new course.
Yeah, I
There's
don't
hundreds of
find
good
something.
courses in
Because
the States.
Wells Fargo
Yeah.
is
Aaron
normally
Mink.
what's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
next year's PGA is at Aaron Mink or
Oh, yeah.
Aronimink.
Aronimink or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
I
But
love
it would be cool to have the U.S. Open because it's United States. Just like have it at like a random course.
I loved
But-
having 14 on the back nine. That's a great one drivable par 4 on
Yeah.
the back nine at a major is perfect.
Big
It's
potential.
essentially
With
like
trouble. Like
Yeah.
There was lots of hate for the long grass. I don't mind it. Like you can still hit a good drive and get boned. Having that grass on I guess just before the water, I actually kind of liked it.
Saved Rory's ass on what was
Yeah.
it, Friday or Saturday?
Yeah.
When he hit it off the tent and then
Yeah.
it landed
Yeah.
there.
Back to your 14, 15. Those holes were played minus 251, but 16, 18 were played plus 420.
Yeah.
So
But Scheffler going 2 under in those last 3 on Saturday
Yeah.
won him the tournament.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Um,
Not giving any back and actually gaining.
Yeah.
Oh, back to the course. The Hunter Mahan quote about it being a Kardashian. The course doesn't have any soul or whatever you said. I thought that was pretty funny. One thing they did here or tried out this week was if you bought a ticket, it got you free non-alcoholic beverages.
And food, I
food.
think.
I don't think it was
Yeah,
all
they were
free.
grabbing
Like,
food.
I thought it
Hot
was
dogs,
snacks.
hamburgers,
Yeah.
like chips. That
Like
kind
you
of
can't
stuff.
go to the President's Cup where they had like all the meal tents
Yeah.
or whatever. You can't
Yeah.
go there.
You can go to
but-
the standard tent.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard if it cut down on wait times. Like that's what
Yeah,
they
I'm
were
not sure.
saying, but yeah. And then turtles were causing damage to the bunkers, I guess, if you believe that. But
Someone just took it and put it in there for social media.
yeah, more course. I guess the coverage they showed 4 minutes of less ads yesterday than last year.
Yeah, they're making progress at least.
Mhm.
And then I saw a take here. I think it was posted in the pod topics, but to do away with featured groups
Yeah,
altogether.
that guy on social media posted that. Just
And-
why isn't it random?
It should be.
Because, I mean, you could argue that it was a disadvantage for Rory, Scottie, and Xander to be all playing together, right? It could be.
Could
I
be.
think it should be totally random.
Yep.
Like you
Like,
can't
pick 'em,
tell
like,
me.
like a lottery system.
The
Yeah,
times
you
go
make
too.
and
the
go.
groups and then you take if Rory's in the morning, then Scottie's in the afternoon. Like the cameras can cover them.
Why are they
Yep.
deciding what times everybody goes out
Yep.
to? Like
should
sometimes
be-
it's a huge advantage.
That should all be flip of a coin.
Like Friday, the afternoon, it was not firm. The afternoon wave on Friday, we're
Yeah.
making low numbers. It's an advantage in certain tournaments to go early late or late early.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And why is that being predetermined? Just draw out of a hat. If it's
I love
Scottie with
that.
Brian Harmon and whoever else,
Damon.
Keith Mitchell, then that's what it is, right? Yeah.
Michael Block, maybe.
Oh yeah, there you go. Let's
Might
bring
have
it
been.
up. Bring
We
it up.
might as well bring him up. I
Almost
mean,
DFL.
Thank God it's over.
It's not, though. He's playing this week.
Is he actually?
What's this week?
He's in the field.
Charles Schwab.
You know, he's playing, this week. Colonial, right?
Yep.
Um, It's hilarious though that he comes out with those
Oh,
comments.
he still makes it about himself. It's just embarrassing. After, like, I saw on social media, all these people were like, I'm a member at his course. He's the first guy to help you out. Like, it almost felt like, on those things where, like, they'll be talking to girls, and it's like, this guy saved my kids from a burning car or whatever. Like, give him a chance. Like, that's what it felt like. They're like, he's the best. He just gives pointers and lessons, and then he comes out and says he would have played better if people were watching him. Like, oh my God.
The bigger the crowds, the better he does.
Yeah. But
Embarrassing.
all while being completely tone deaf to no one actually wants to watch you
That's
anymore.
right.
So
Yeah.
it was a one
Yeah.
and done.
He had his 15 minutes.
Yep.
Remember when he said
He probably got
if
like
he could-
27 minutes.
if he could drive the ball like Rory, he would have been one of the best players in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Boy,
then he
was that
almost
loud.
made a goddamn ace on the first day. Oh,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
If I could shoot like Ovechkin, I probably could have played in Europe.
Hey, I mean, you're not wrong. You probably could have. Who else here? I mean, Harris English, we should probably talk about. He did have quite the Sunday. He jumped 34 spots and made himself an extra 1.3 million with
Yeah.
that second place
Won
finish.
me a little pool, actually. I picked him.
You picked Harris English?
You get 15 picks, and I threw him in there, yeah. How'd it feeling?
15 picks.
Like
eh?
your JT feeling?
Yeah. Well, we can pull the audio there. Are you going to pull the Pendrith audio?
I didn't. We
No.
I was
should.
literally just going to bring up Pendrith since we're talking about guys with really good.
Well, I thought we'd
weekends.
get to him in Canadian.
Yeah, we
but,
will.
That's fine.
Bryson was also T2, but I wrote down he was never really in it.
Never.
Very
like he was
weird T2,
there,
yeah.
but
He cut it to one.
Well, there was a
some
five.
point
Was there
on
not
Yeah.
a
Sunday.
five-way tie at one point?
On Saturday.
Yeah, but
he
that's what I
was
mean. He
one
was in
back
it.
on Sunday at one point.
No, not
Oh, yeah.
one back.
Oh yeah.
No chance.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I
Guaranteed.
think
Because I would have
two
been
for sure.
I would have been throwing jinxes out for sure.
You were.
You did.
It was
So
nonstop.
Bryson was going to win. Bryson has this locked up. The other big Bryson news is he wants to change the golf ball for guys who get it up ball speed in that
He's still looking
190.
for the right golf ball.
Yeah, he wants to make it so they don't spin as much. Like,
He was
isn't that
saying
the
his-
whole point
He was
of
saying
golf?
his wedge game is too spinny.
Like, if you
Yeah.
essentially.
you have to play the equipment you have.
And the swing that you have.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
if
if
you're
it's too
swinging too hard and it's too spinny, like maybe swing a little.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
No,
beat
he
me to
said
it.
he said his swing is too good. He's not changing it.
What about when he walked like Indiana Jones after that shot?
Oh yeah, the
His swing-
sideways.
Yeah.
The side shuffle.
Like his driver swing might be too good, but his irons are certainly not too good. Look what happened at Augusta.
Well, how do you control
It was
a
awful.
6-iron that's bent to a 4-iron and want to throw it a mile in the air? Anyways,
But
a couple-
he's a problem in every major. Like he's going to be
He's-
up there.
He's definitely a threat. Yes.
Oakmont, he was like T8, which is where
probably going to win
where
the
they are
US
in a
Open
couple
again.
weeks. So
He's probably going to win the U.S. Open. Yeah.
Yep.
Him or Morikawa.
Johnny Vegas,
Throwing another one out
Throwing
there.
it out
KT?
there, yeah.
T5 for Johnny Vegas. I mean, you kind of got a feel for him because you just knew the collapse was going to happen
Oh, yeah, you
at
knew it.
some point.
Same with Homa. You knew it was coming.
I didn't
What?
see what Vegas odds were for first round leader, but they deep.
I think it was like 150. I think I remember.
That's
seeing
it?
Yeah.
I was cheering for him. I want a first-time winner. We've had enough. Like I just said, we've
you
had 6 in
imagine
a
if
row that
Johnny-
we're all top 5 players in the world. Like,
Can you
let's get
imagine if
something different
Jonathan
here.
Vegas won the PGA
It
Championship?
would have been unreal.
Something. No,
It would have been
Is
something.
he a 2 or 3-time RBC Canadian Open winner?
I think
Two?
he's 3
2 or 3, yeah.
because he won
Legend.
back for
Yeah.
sure.
What was the one year where his clubs didn't show up and he won that year? Something like
I'm
that?
gonna look it
I
up.
don't think he ever had a top 20 in a major before this week.
He did not. There were a bunch of guys that careered this week.
Yeah, and there was like
Majors, so-
12 of them or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Joaquin Neiman being the most notable.
Mm-hmm.
Finally got it.
Keegan
Um,
Bradley played well. He's got to be on that team, doesn't he?
He just had a good Sunday. He wasn't that good leading up. To
I don't. The thing is, I
Top
don't
10.
think he
Yeah.
does enough to get to 6th in the standings, and he won't pick himself, even
won't pick
though he
himself.
should.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Should.
I saw
He
a
should
really,
be picked over Cantley.
100%.
Yes.
Over
I saw a
Cantlay,
really
over
good-
Horschel.
really good tweet yesterday. Keegan was hugging Scottie, congratulating him in the caption. Like someone obviously just made this. He said, "I just found my partner for Ryder Cup."
Which is brilliant.
Yeah, which is awesome.
And
And
what-
they would
So
actually
good.
be a very good team.
Yes,
Didn't Keegan's kid like run it under the ropes or something and hug him like mid?
Yeah.
maybe.
And
Yeah.
said
And he said-
Scheffler just made a birdie or something.
No, he said McIlroy just made double.
Oh. I'm surprised Knoop didn't know that story then.
I need
uh,
that.
Jonathan Vegas won the 16 and 17 Canadian Open.
Oh, just
Just 2, yeah. And then he won the 3M last year.
No way. Really?
Yeah. You
That
don't remember
sounds
that
right.
Oh.
one in Minnesota or whatever?
Alex Noren, speaking of bad weekends, T17 after starting the final group Sunday.
Yeah.
But
I felt for
did you
him,
see his
too.
hands? Of course he didn't. Wasn't
Yeah,
going to
they're
play good.
fucked.
Those things are beat
guy just
up.
beats balls.
EJ Singh level. Yeah.
I still don't understand. Like, how many balls would you have to hit to get him like that? Like thousands a
Yeah.
day?
Well,
Probably.
at least hundreds a day. Yeah.
That's
500 a day.
insane,
But if you do that, you got built-in gloves.
I guess. So.
Rye might be onto something.
You think he is a hand model?
takes-
No one's ever really asked that.
Costanza. He takes one glove off to hit out of the bunkers, which is weird to me.
Really?
Yeah, I saw him do that too.
Aaron Rye does?
Yeah. I take both off,
Yeah, I don't
or one, I guess.
I don't chip
You
with
both
gloves
take
on.
one glove off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think like 30, 40 yards in, my gloves are off.
I would say that's similar for me.
Glove is off.
Bunker shots, anything around the green for sure. I don't know how far back I would go. Anything that's not a full
Interesting.
shot, I would probably say is my gloves off.
Really? Like 60 yards out? Your gloves off?
Nah, that's because I'm lazy.
It's probably
though.
30, 40.
Yeah,
30.
40.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about Xander yet. Not much to say other than he ratted out Scottie for his driver. So, bit of a rat
I'm
there.
surprised Knoop hasn't talked about Rory's driver.
Non-conforming
we'll
driver.
go there next, yeah.
Is that-
And he was also a mudball bitch saying that it was almost a penalty
MVP.
to hit it in the fairway on day one.
Yeah.
And then, of course, just the best guy on earth, Patty Harrington, comes out and just brings the truth
Yeah.
to the table.
We play outdoors.
Yeah.
You should
Learn
figure
how
it
to
out.
play with it.
Like
I
they
I
mean,
mean,
know.
strategy.
how do you? Oh, strategy-wise, you mean not
Yes.
how to hit mud balls?
Yes.
Both.
Well, no, I think both.
Well, how are you gonna hit a mud ball?
Well,
Just
they
gonna
have an
putt it?
idea. They know what happens if the mud's on the right.
Yeah.
It's gonna go left, right? So
Yeah.
figure it out.
Hit it
Mm.
low. I don't know.
The only time you wouldn't know it's mud ball if it's underneath the ball, and I
Mhm.
doubt it's ever underneath the
That's
ball
right.
because it's a mud ball. There's
Yep.
mud on it. It's not going to sit on top of the mud. It's going to
Yep.
roll off the mud.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to know that it's a mud ball before. Although Bubba seems to not know ever when it's a mud.
Let's talk about Rory.
Oh, are we
he
gonna
wa-
talk with John or no?
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Okay. Sorry.
Rahm?
Yeah.
Oh, thought we did already.
Rory
No.
did finish 47th, even though I don't know if you guys saw the tweet. This was the same making the cut on the number 9 strokes back that they like the last time you won.
Mm.
So they did all those tweets of the like comparison, like he's gonna come back and win this.
He never
didn't.
really seemed to be in it, or like his head
Well,
never
I
seemed
think
to
that
be
driver thing, like he drove it poorly. And
Almost like he didn't want to.
Used Golf
Well-
Facts said, hey,
Use
Three-
golf facts.
3,542 days since Rory's won a major championship with a conforming driver. So who knows?
in it. Yeah.
so
Who
they just
knows?
didn't test it at the Masters.
Guess not.
But a
Used
third of
golf
the
facts.
the field
That's
got
not the
busted
real
for drivers.
used golf facts account,
I know
though.
it's not. I
It-
know
it would be way better if it was actually Justine.
Yes, it would be.
But the big story about Rory was his either his time in front of the media, where that guy asked him who he would trade any part of his game with, and
Oh,
he
right.
said no one, and he's like, "Well, I'm just asking." He's like, "Yeah, but I don't have to." Like, it was a bad look, and then
It was weird for sure.
He did not do
Very
any
crybaby.
interviews after any of the rounds. Declined the media all 4 days.
Bryson stuck around. Rahm stuck around.
Yeah, the
after
first
Sunday,
3
right?
rounds make
I mean,
sense.
Bryson's always going to stick around because he needs to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
But
I think he thought he might get in a playoff.
You never know.
He just needed Scottie to make a 10, and
Yeah.
they were right in a playoff.
Maybe,
I love
maybe
how-
he just loves golf so much he just wants to be around.
Yeah.
the best was the announcer saying he can make 9 here and still win.
Just can't make a 10.
And then they
Um,
and they show Bryson hitting balls on the range.
I would probably make a 10 in that situation.
Rory not talking after any round is very odd.
After
Like-
the first 3 makes sense because he doesn't want to answer the driver
Yeah.
questions. But after the final round, it's
Yeah, like one or
wow.
2 rounds, whatever. But after none, after coming off of, I mean, your first Masters to end up winning the career Grand Slam,
This
at
was
the
a
next
se-
major.
This
Like, it's
this-
weird.
I'm surprised Harv isn't making a Balionis comment.
Maybe he's got something going on in his life right now, you guys. You never know what people have going on.
Too much money.
Well,
yeah, maybe just.
John Rahm doesn't have enough, apparently, because that was expensive last few holes, is what Immelman
See,
said.
here's my take on it, though.
That's outrageous.
That was bad. That was bad. Here's my take. Like, he's got so much money. They paid him, what, $400 million?
350, I think, yeah.
So he's got that. He is now always going to qualify for majors with the live deals that they have.
They're going to be getting overall world
Well, and just like
rankings
the
or
top
whatever.
5 live guys that aren't qualified already get in. So
Yeah.
he will always get in with that. So as soon as he missed that putt on 15 and knew it was out, he just said, "Fuck it. I don't need the money. I'm not going to win. Who cares?"
It doesn't matter. If you're not first, you're last. In his eyes,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Might
what
as
I
well
think
try
it
to
was.
hit tight and
Yeah.
Like, he just get like, what does second place at the PGA Championship do for John Rahm when he'll get to play in every major
Nothing.
for the rest of his life?
Mm-hmm.
You're
Nothing.
right.
An extra few $100,000 or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
And he has
Or a million,
450. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my take on that. Did you guys see Tyrrell Hatton just swearing at his driver?
Yeah.
That was the best. He's just holding it and looking at it. And
What was he
calling
calling it? Like a little bitch or
it-
something?
I think he said.
I think he said the C
word.
word. Yeah.
Yeah. That's just part of regular vocabulary in Europe.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Tyrrell. Yeah.
And there were some pretty good club throws. Homa had a good one.
Holmes was actually good. Like, nice little
Forward. Yeah.
toss forward, pick it up on my walk up.
I mean, Wyndham's was also really good.
it was
Wyndham's
went
was
dangerous.
a psychopath.
Yeah,
throw.
he went the
Just
wrong
ape
way
shit.
first
Yes.
off.
And like
You never
that
throw
might
it
be the
backwards.
hardest one I've ever seen.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just don't know how why you would throw it backwards.
And there was a
club
guy
throws
there.
are meant to be thrown
Yes.
forwards.
Yeah, so
like
you
you're
can pick it
going
up.
that way. Yeah.
and
You
he
wanna
issued an
backtrack.
apology today, but who gives a shit?
That apology was so
Yeah. Sorry, it got caught on camera.
faked and
Yes.
written for him.
Wasn't he the guy that went through all that stuff with the mental coach and
Yep.
everything?
Yes.
On Full Swing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's back to being fucked again.
Yeah,
We,
good thing you picked him.
We talked about Rory not have ever
He
thrown
made
a
the
ball
cut,
before,
didn't
right? And any of video of him throwing his club this week might have been the worst club throw I've ever seen in my life.
It was just
Yeah,
Have
but
you seen
No,
a
you're
worse
used to
one?
it.
But
it was
if
a
you're gonna
club toss.
if you're gonna dog Wyndham for the too bad of a club throw, then you can't say anything about a weak one.
Why?
I don't think a weak. I agree. Like a weak club throw is exactly that, weak. Like if you're
makes
gonna
you-
throw the club, just
Yes,
throw it. Don't
100%.
toss it. Like tossing it.
Well, no, but you don't want it to be Wyndham either. So you got to find that middle ground.
Max
Is what you're
Homa.
saying. Yeah,
What?
forward and
like you at the dunes, just kind of toss it straight to the side.
yeah.
I don't throw golf clubs.
Well, I
Well,
have
like
proof.
it's on
I have
video.
proof.
Yeah, it's on video.
Oh, that one? Yeah, that wasn't.
yeah, that
You
happened.
weren't even in the screen, and a club went flying across the GoPro.
I don't remember that.
Then a couple last ones here. Sergio, he was T67. Bad Saturday though, like he was 79 Saturday. His outfits were getting some.
Formula One racer. What
Right.
was the other ones? Yeah, I can't remember what the other comparisons were, but it was bad.
Yeah, the all
Oh,
black.
professional poker player was the one.
That's a good. That's a good comment.
Full tilt all over everything.
6 or 888 poker.
That's good. But
He
yeah,
also
that's all black with the red trim isn't a good look for him.
He also said that if he was asked to play the Ryder Cup right now, he would say no because his game isn't there. Bullshit. He
Yeah.
would say no.
I mean, he was
He's an honest
he was
guy. What are you talking
fine.
about?
Yeah.
Like cleans up that Saturday and he's top 20.
Yeah, he's saying yes.
And then last one here before kind of Canadians or anyone else that you guys want to talk about. Brooks Koepka. Couple notable things. He challenged a fan to come down and say a comment to his face.
Something about taking the money or something. Yeah.
And then there was also Friday evening, he was at a gas station with 24 beer in his hand after he
Miller
missed the
Lights.
cut.
Yeah.
Man, Miller
Thirsty.
Lights are good.
They are actually. They're underrated.
Miller Lights are good.
Well, yeah,
agree.
for a watery light beer, yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty good.
Have you, what do they call it? Some sort of shandy or whatever? Miller Lights and Aperol? Did I ever
Mm.
make you one of those? I got Aperol in my fridge at home. I saw the recipe somewhere. And Miller Light and Aperol is actually quite nice with a little bit of lemon.
Okay.
So maybe I'll make one for the pod. Maybe I'll bring pod drinks next
I
week.
like that.
But is there any more?
If it's warm
is
out.
there anybody more washed than Brooks Koepka
Yes.
in
DJ.
any sport?
DJ.
Oh, well, he was washed a while ago. We knew that.
Who's the most currently washed guy? So
It's
like
still-
Recently
and-
washed.
and the
DJ.
metrics are like had to be good within the past 2 years,
Okay.
and then now currently you thought they were good, but you have to get over the fact that they are not. Therefore, they
Yeah.
are washed. And I think the answer might be Brooks.
Those are the
Or
only.
Gooch.
Those
Or
are the
Gooch.
only two guys that went to live, other than the old, like completely washed guys. But the two relevant guys that went to live that I can agree that they took the money was DJ and Brooks. Because DJ, I mean, what a life that guy lives right now.
Yeah, and we've talked about this.
It's up there.
I would say of 370 episodes or 110 since he's
Yeah.
went there or however long it's been, we've talked about it at least 10 times. But he does not give a shit.
What
At
anybody
all.
thinks, first of all,
What everyone thinks, he doesn't care that they know they took the
doesn't
money.
care about
He
legacy,
doesn't care about golf at all.
doesn't care about golf. No,
It's just a contract
He's
to
just
him.
good. Yeah.
Well, and I think
He's
with
like
them,
every other sorry to interrupt
go
you.
ahead.
He's like every other person that works a job. Like golf is his job. He gets paid for it. And he does not care.
yeah.
I have to show up here, therefore I will.
Does he get into the Hall of Fame now because of this? That's the only thing.
Yes.
Probably.
still does.
Probably.
But like,
You don't want him to.
I don't think it's even the live schedule that's messing these guys up and the lack of golf. I think they just Brooks, DJ. I don't think they practice at all anymore.
No,
Like Bryson's
guys,
still
yep.
good because he is out there working on his game. Those guys
Yeah.
show up. Who gives a shit?
Finland.
And moves on.
I mean, some guys care. We got Richard Bland played well this week.
Well,
Some of
Dickie.
those old fucking guys.
Young Tom McKibben was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Do you
for
think
guys.
DJ picks up his putter once in between live events?
No.
No
Well, he's
chance.
got that lab putter now, so maybe once. To just question his decision making.
Yeah.
Anyone else? That's all I had on my list.
Nice. Let's
Canadians,
get
I
into
guess,
news. That's a good recap.
Canadians, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Pendrith.
first top 5 in a major by a Canadian since Mike Weir.
like that,
2005.
that's
Yeah.
a wild stat, is it not?
Because I thought Connors would have been.
T6 at the Masters.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to look because I was like
Yeah.
pretty
Let's-
sure
let's
Connors
not
was
forget,
tough.
Canoop said it was a shit pick.
Yeah, he's been playing like shit. He has been.
He has been.
But he
trash.
also
But doesn't mean it was a bad pick.
Well, we said Bombers course, and I put him on a
Mhm.
DraftKings team. Too bad the rest of the team stunk. But
Yeah,
yeah, Bombers,
Bombers-
course. As soon as you said that,
but
I was like,
Bombers course,
Pendrith.
where was Rory?
Well, wrong driver.
The wrong driver. Yeah. Had to have a
Bit of a
conforming
back door to get to that top 5, but
Oh,
Yeah,
they all
100%.
count.
Doesn't matter. Yep.
They
But
all
he was
count.
up there Saturday, then fell off, and then
Right. Yeah.
But then but absolute backdoor.
Connors T19, nothing wrong with that, and he's up to 19th in the world, his highest ever. Pendrith, I think, is 38th now too, which is his highest ever. Hadwin, Hughes, Taylor miscut. Hadwin had to book flights before he was even done.
What a tweet.
That was so good.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Jessica has it figured out.
Yeah, her and Knapp's girlfriend are the top 2,
Yeah.
and Reed's top 3.
Yeah, use golf fast.
Knapp's girlfriend. She tweets.
Harv mentioned
Yeah.
that several times.
But
on the pod.
Good
for
follow.
those that did not see the tweet, just to reiterate, she said just packing up the daughter to go to the course, and Adam texts me, book flights. As she's going to the do you think she even went to the course then?
Probably not.
Better book
Stayed
us
home to
flights.
pack.
But like, I thought they couldn't use their phones.
Yeah, maybe.
But
it was
maybe
the
when
caddy.
take a piss.
Maybe at the turn, maybe
the
you
caddy.
do a quick check.
Yeah.
Or the caddy.
Caddy, yeah.
Yeah.
Why would he be able to use it?
I think the caddies can use them.
I wonder if they monitor who you like. Maybe you're just like, I
Their
have to
drink
make a
app.
phone call.
I've seen them sitting on their bags
I'm
on
not
their phone waiting.
I'm not
Yeah,
supposed to
maybe it's
watch.
not.
I'm not supposed to watch reels at work. I still do it. Am I fired? No.
Well, tomorrow maybe after this comes out. News, I guess, not much here. Donald Trump told the Saudis that any PGA Live deal is going to happen on the PGA's terms. So does that mean it's basically dead in the water? Or
Yeah, but it's also Donald Trump.
But
Saying
Tiger
that.
helped him write the statement.
Yes, he's a Tiger guy and a Saudi guy, so I don't even know where he's going.
Yeah.
But more importantly, he's a Donald Trump guy first. So
Whatever works for him.
Maybe they're just waiting to get a jet. Like Donald's waiting to get a jet from them, and then he'll change his tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Right,
you guys
right.
give me a jet, then it'll all be a Live.
He can
yeah,
be
that
he
could
can be
that could
bought.
be-
Yep, I think
yeah,
that's fair to
just,
say.
posturing for negotiations.
Yeah.
I'm on PGA's side, so you got to do something for me to get on your
exactly.
side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he knows
Part of
that
the deal.
he-
Part
yeah,
of the deal.
He knows that the PGA isn't going to give him anything if he says I'm on Saudi's side.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
So
Next.
Well, we'll see what happens. The NAIA Intercollegiate Association tourney. Do you guys see that whole location where people were making like 9s and 10s because it was like rolling up?
Oh, the female tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coming back down. Some would say that's a good pin.
some would say that's Labor Day hole 4 at the Hillcrest.
So, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, some would say that's a good pin and a real test of skill. But yeah,
I'll never be a fan of when it comes back to you though.
Yeah.
Like
On
it's
the
tough.
greens.
Yeah, and it was in the hole.
Yeah.
And just kind of did a little turn and just right back to the feet.
I don't know.
Little too stupid for me.
Maybe in like a tournament like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
But a scramble, totally fine.
Oh, for sure in a scramble. Yeah.
Got 4 chances or 2.
Yep.
Next.
Next, Katsuhiro Miura died.
He
All right,
for
Pete.
Canoe to drink.
Died at 83 years old. He makes those irons that everyone likes.
Oh, Muir,
Yes.
I get
Muir
it. now.
irons,
Yeah,
yes.
Muir irons. Justin Rose was on him for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same with Adam Scott.
That's right. Yep. Died.
He did.
He did. Yeah.
Next, and last one. Do you guys see that video of that alligator snapping that guy's club in half?
No.
Yeah, I don't know where they were, Florida it looked like, but he's just like, I don't know. He's poking at this
Yeah,
alligator.
he's trying to get
like,
it.
why are you
agitate
poking
it.
at
Yeah,
it?
It worked.
And the alligator like snapped its head and just like broke it in half.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
In other news, the alligator that was in Happy Gilmore died this week.
Really?
Yep.
Didn't even get to see the premiere.
That's old. Jeez.
I,
So
yeah.
Chubbs,
when did that-
Chubbs
one of
and
my-
now the alligator.
Yeah, one of my favorite jokes on the internet is when someone buys someone else a turtle. Because turtles live to be like 100 years old. And like it's like, yeah, my friend bought me a turtle and said, here you go, here's a 100-year present.
That's a good gift when you think about longevity.
Yeah, longevity.
Next, the Champions Tour. We had the first major of the year on the Champions Tour. The
Why would it be the
Regions-
same week?
I have no
We
idea.
talked about this last week.
The Regions Tradition, won by Angel Cabrera.
Second win in 4 events since coming back.
He must
He
have
had
been
all that time to mentally focus.
I think he had a club in there just wrapping balls against the wall,
Maybe putting.
against a mattress or something.
Think of the mental work he could do in jail. Just thinking about like that thing's a steel trap now. Nothing. If you went to jail for that long, nothing can phase you. And he's probably playing so free.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
probably
That's a good
thinking, I could
point.
be in jail right
That's
now.
what we
instead
thought
of
was going to
golfing."
happen with Rory after he won the Masters. He's going to be playing so free.
Yeah.
Well,
Didn't.
No. But
Shit,
I mean, you can't win everyone. He's won 2 of 4.
yeah, he's probably any day on the golf course is better than a day in jail.
That's
so
exactly
we might as
right.
well capitalize on this.
Exactly right.
It's his first Champions Tour major, obviously, because he's been in jail for a while. Stephen Alker was 4th.
Of course.
Stephen Ames was 5th. Weir was 27th. John Daly withdrew after choosing to play in this tournament over the PGA Championship.
It's good that
Really?
that's good though.
Like
'Cause-
before the tournament or during?
I think like round one.
Yeah. If he knew that he was going to be close either way, then you got to just play the senior and let someone else
Yeah.
have a chance in
Yep.
the PGA.
I
What
guess.
we did gloss over and just thinking about withdrawing. Pat and Kazire withdrew from the PGA Championship. Course was too hard.
Had to have.
So
I
this
think he was
tournament,
46
the
on
region-
the front, and then he withdrew.
the region's tradition doesn't have a cut. So John Sendin lost by 42 shots this week,
What did Angel end up at?
minus 20.
Wow.
And he was plus 22, shot 89 fourth day. Oh,
That's good.
That
man.
stuff. Yep.
And then just the Corn Ferry Tour, the Advent Health Championship, won by, I don't know, Siang Hyun Kim, S.H. Kim. So the trophy's just the Advent Health logo on a stick. Yella Miraju was 6th. Crichton was 37th. Sloan 53rd. Oh, we didn't do Ace's birthday shots this week because Sloan's
right.
birthday. And Etienne Papineau and Matt Anderson missed the cut. No tournaments on the LPGA, DP, or America's Tour, or Live, obviously. So we'll go back to aces. Eric Cole made an ace this week.
Mm-hmm.
Birthdays, like I mentioned.
Siwoo Kim made an ace too.
Oh,
Longest one in
Oh,
major
right.
history or longest?
why didn't that get in pod
longest one in
topic?
major history.
It was
Ah.
in there.
It
It
was.
was?
Yep.
Yep.
Siwoo Ace.
Oh, I know where it was. There's like a point where you guys just had like a full-on conversation, so I just skipped.
That's
it.
right.
Skip the conversation.
Roger Sloan birthday. Vince Young. I just put it on here
Oh
'cause
my
it-
God.
It is
Vince Young?
so.
That's my boy.
It is so ridiculous that you're a Vince Young fan.
Texas Longhorns, man.
Like even
one of the most famous touchdowns in college football history.
Absolutely.
yeah, but I get you're a Titans fan.
Yep.
But still, like Vince
Hey.
Young is the guy that you
Guy played
glom
for the
onto.
Riders.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you're a Durs fan. And then shots of the week. Anyone
Mine is Tommy Fleetwood's approach shot on
off the rocks?
Yeah, off the
yeah,
rocks.
That was gonna be mine too.
right beside the hole, spins out like 20 feet for some weird ass reason, and makes it for eagle. So
And then spins back the other way.
yeah, was so awkward.
Yeah.
I had hopes for him this week too. Early
So
on,
did I.
Why?
he came out
You
3.
never can.
I
You
want
never
him to
can.
win so bad. I want him to win more than anybody else.
Maybe he has to just go play like the Corrals.
Yeah.
Like just get
Yeah, he
one.
doesn't play those. Yeah.
Just get one, man.
He won't.
And then it'll happen.
What's your
Anyways,
shot of the week, Harv?
the same one.
Oh,
You have one?
well, didn't Rahm hit somebody in the face and it went on the green to like
It went
30 feet?
across the green.
Oh,
Bad luck.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's it.
And Norin smoked somebody on Sunday too.
Smoke.
Those are mine. And Rory's off the tent that ended up on the side bank of that little creek.
I couldn't.
Maybe
still
Scheffler's
don't
that
understand
the
that.
shot tracer looked like it was 40 yards left and just kicked out in the middle of the fairway on 2 on Sunday.
Not on the, it wasn't in the middle of the fairway.
Well, wasn't bad.
It was fine. Yeah. That was a big birdie that he
his
made
day.
on 2 after bogeying 1. Just to get back on track.
I guess making the cut or pick recap.
Making the cut.
Yes.
Do you have one?
Yep.
Beautiful.
All right. So it is the PGA Championship played at Quail Hollow. You talked about quail and unique foods last week.
Yeah, weird meats.
Weird meats. I'm going making the cut birds. Your favorite.
Oh, man.
Bruno's a big bird.
I can't
guy.
cut them all.
Can't cut them all. You got to keep 4 of your birds.
But the other ones are dead.
The other
They
ones are
don't
dead.
exist.
At least we're
Dead.
getting rid of half. This is
Dead.
not bad.
Dead. Anything related to them dead. There's. I mean, it's probably pretty easy, but I don't know. There's maybe a couple tough ones here.
Okay.
I think so. First one, flamingo. Second, peacock.
Weird.
Third, eagle. Fourth, cardinal. Nice red bird. 5, a pigeon. Never know. Might make it. 6, a parrot. 7, a penguin. And 8 is a tit. Just because I want to say it.
What's a tit?
Just a little bird.
Okay.
But
So,
you also, I was going to say, the word also gets eliminated from vocabulary along with the bird itself, but maybe not.
first of all, these birds are way better than the birds I thought you were going to give us.
Yeah. No,
I thought you were
that's
going
why
to give
it's
us
hard.
little shitty sparrows and
No,
hawks and
no, because it's too easy that way.
crows and
These
stuff.
are some unique birds.
these are some great birds, actually.
Mine's simple, very very simple.
Okay.
Flamingo.
Sure.
It's a pretty damn cool bird.
Kept.
Kept or
Um,
cut?
Keeping.
Okay.
Yeah, keeping. Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Then it gets
eagle,
hard.
Eagle, because they are just a really gorgeous bird. They're really
Yeah,
really
And then you're
cool.
probably going penguin.
Humongous, and penguin because it's my favorite bird.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cardinal, pigeon, parrot,
The
tit.
penguin
Yeah.
is your
So-
favorite bird
It might be my favorite animal, actually.
Wow.
because they
A
mate for
little-
life.
Yes, that's exactly it. Actually,
And because he loves happy feet.
You also made this really easy for me because I think 3 of those birds don't fly. I don't think flamingos or peacocks or penguins fly.
Oh, and you're a
Right.
flight
I think
bird guy.
flamingos
and
fly.
you can eat a pigeon, so
Flamingos
you gotta
fly.
keep
Flamingos fly?
Yeah, oh yeah. You hate flying.
Peacocks
birds.
have wings. Do they not fly? A little bit?
Sort of chickens.
that. I
Why are you
mean,
dressed like a chicken? Anyways,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
'cause if-
keeping penguin. That's a no-brainer.
I think if I
Keep-
would have added chicken, it would have been actually a harder list. Because you got to
Yeah.
keep it, which means you got to get cut something else.
keeping penguin, cutting pigeon, cutting cardinal, cutting parrot, keeping flamingo, keeping peacock, I guess, and then it's down to eagle or tit. I'll keep the tit.
I
Eagles-
don't understand why penguin's such an easy keep for you guys.
Doesn't fly.
I'm
not scared of
I
it.
just like them. I think they're cool.
Yeah, go ahead, Harv.
Like you think like a king,
Your list.
king penguin?
Yeah, but
Like
they're
6
just
foot tall
randomly
thing.
out
Plus-
in the middle of Antarctica. Like
Exactly. They're not even around
could
me.
go away.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. None of these birds
Yeah.
are really around me. It's perfect.
eagle, parrot,
Parrots are cool.
peacock. I don't want to keep flamingo. I don't want to keep pigeon. Don't want to keep tit.
You're gonna keep a card.
Just keep penguin then, and don't be a little
Cardinal or penguin? is
No,
what
I'm
you're
not.
down to.
I'll go cardinal, I guess.
Like the
Aw.
red bird.
Yeah, you need some color in there.
Yeah, I think I'm probably on the same list as Canute. Flamingo, peacock, eagle, penguin.
How you dogging penguins?
I actually thought
Yeah.
I
They're
put
just
pigeon.
You can't.
my life would be no different at all.
I know.
Like
I
at
mean,
least
so might as well keep
so
'em.
you cut an eagle, you're like, you'll never see an eagle again. But you'd never seen a penguin to begin with, other than in a zoo. So
What about movies?
Movies.
All the movies.
What
they'd be
about
cut out-
movies?
Be cut out of all movies.
AI tricks you all the time.
But how would AI know what a
wouldn't
penguin
even know.
is?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Okay, let's get into pick recap and picks.
Yeah.
All right, pick recap.
Are we doing picks off the pod again? I love that actually. I like pick
Uh,
recap and then just off the pod picks.
No, we can do it on pod.
Okay.
I'm ready to go. Okay, so I had Pendrith for 6 points. Hogard for 6 points, and then Jake Knapp missed the cut, so 0 there. So I had 12 points. Matty B had McNeely, made cut 4 points. Rory made cut 2 points. Scottie Scheffler made cut and win 4 points.
3 points.
We
No,
doubled the win for the major
We
too.
did.
Yes. So what I get?
10 points.
Nice.
Bronell had Wyndham Clark made cut 4 points. Im and Fowler missed cut.
Fowler missed it on. Actually, he made double late to miss.
And
And
Canoe
Im's
Pad
dead to me. I'll never pick him
Rory-
again in the history of this pod. I'll never pick him again.
Im?
Him. No,
Nice.
never again.
Canoe Pad Rory made cut for 2, and Keith
That's it.
Mitchell and Burmeister missed the cut for 0 there, so he only got 2 points. So the
Wow.
standings
Wow.
are Canute 115, Harv 104, Bronell 99, Matty B 95.
Wow.
I needed it.
Right
Nice.
up.
I'm
Needed
third
it.
now.
Yep. Oh, right. We got to do this
Canute's
week.
up.
I got Batia for 2, Eric Cole for 3, and Nico Echeverria for 3
Cole
as well.
Cole's not worth 3. He's 2.
He's 110 to 1
Yep.
plus 110.
Those are in the twos.
Really?
Those are in the 2s. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess he's 2 of them.
I guess I'm next. I'm going to go high.
Still blowing bubbles into that mic.
just
And
one.
chewing his
Just
mouth off.
That was it. Just one.
No, there was another one.
Ugh.
A couple claps of gum on the.
I'm going to go
show.
High Smith for 3.
Joey, he was good this week.
Mhm.
I'm going to go Thor Bjornsson for 3. And I'm going to go Johnny Vegas for 3.
I was
Oh,
going to take
hot
Vegas, but now I'm not. I'm taking Fowler for 3. Going back.
Really?
Yeah, he'll be fine this week. EVR started out good this week and then tanked.
Okay.
Give me Takumi Kanaya for 3. And then who else? I'm just doing these live on the pod right now.
No way. Really?
Yeah, is that,
We
is that
can't
what I'm
tell.
hearing? Yeah.
I better go down to a 2 here and take
Someone
Pick
might
a
have to
one.
look these
Just
up
pick
as
a
I
one.
go. Because
Ryan Gerard is worth 2,
Sure.
I think.
Yeah.
He's been good.
Yeah, someone look up these as I count them because I'm going off DraftKings so my Bet365 isn't working. I want Greaserman,
That'll be a 2.
2. I want Matt McCarty.
That's 2 barely.
Oh.
He's the same as Cole.
Okay. So I'm gonna change. No, because Scottie winning again. I'm gonna go Tommy Fleetwood.
1.
Oh, wow.
1
Okay.
for his first career victory right here,
Oh,
right
that'd
now.
be the best.
I'm gonna call it.
Interesting.
Tommy Fleetwood is gonna win this week.
That would be the best.
I mean, Tommy Fleetwood has the same odds as Jordan Spieth, so not that likely, I guess.
He's 4th in the field.
Scotty's 2.5 to 1, and everyone else is over 20.
2.5 to 1.
Who's
Back
going
to
to
back?
get that?
Yeah.
That is such
Miscut
a...
this week.
You might withdraw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good recap, fellas. Yeah. So we'll be back next week. What else
Ish.
you guys want to talk about? Leafs are out.
Ball's
That's-
canceled tonight, so
Balls-
I
it is
got the
canceled?
whole evening to do whatever I want now.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, too
Congrats.
much time on your hands.
Congrats.
you.
Congrats on it.
What am I going to do?
Go get groceries and make a meal.
Go play golf.
Is it nice out? It looks like it's actually pretty nice
It does,
outside right now.
actually.
Pretty nice out. Yeah.
Go get a quick 9 in.
Hey,
7 feels
7.
like 3 light rain.
I'd go.
Just full green.
Light.
Radar looks great. All right, but until next week, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.